Greetings and welcome to another edition of The Great Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Well, here it is another Wednesday, and today's topic is a universal religion. We say that the goddess religion is universal. What does this mean? Is it limited to Earth? Well, no, it's not limited to Earth. People throughout the universe worship Goddess. In fact, not only do Earthlings worship Goddess, but people in far-flung places such as Andromeda Galaxy worship Goddess. So we know that people from other galaxies worship Goddess, and the Goddess is worshipped throughout the universe. But what are some of these alien races, and what do we know about them, and how do we know Goddess is worshipped by them? Well, we know Goddess is worshipped by them because our Goddess is universal. She lives throughout the universe. Throughout the universe she exists. And she has as many faces as you can imagine, which will be a topic for a future video. The many faces of Goddess. But you're only limited by your imagination. You're only limited by your imagination in imagining all the forms of Goddess and all of the forms of life in this universe that worship her. So she's worshipped. Is she worshipped by animals? Well, animals aren't capable of worship, but if they were, they would worship Goddess because Goddess is universal and she's worshipped everywhere by everyone. Why is she not worshipped on Earth? Well, she is worshipped on Earth, in India at least, and there's many goddess worshippers in Western countries. But why is she not worshipped universally? Why is she not worshipped by everyone on the whole earth? Why is she not worshipped by everyone on the whole earth? Well, because of pride. People are proud, and they're proud of themselves. So they worship themselves, and men worship themselves. Women worship men because men are in charge and in control. And so because men are in control, women worship the men. And so men are worshipped almost everywhere on earth because of pride. But the goddess is worshipped on earth, and she's worshipped in other solar systems and other galaxies. She's worshipped all over the universe. So what does this mean for us, and how is it significant? Well, someday we're going to find a way to do interstellar travel. And when that day comes, we're going to meet many alien races. And when we meet many alien races, we're going to realize that the goddess is worshipped in all of these far-flung places. And we're going to realize that we're pretty small in our religious pursuits, that we're not as broad-minded or far-reaching as some of these alien races are. Some of them are much more advanced than us. Some are less advanced. So, what do we know? We know the goddess is worshipped throughout the universe, but she isn't worshipped by everyone. And we know that pride prevents a lot of people from worshiping Goddess because they worship themselves instead. They worship a god in their own form. And their form is a man. And so therefore they worship the man god. But what we know is that Goddess is worshipped everywhere in the universe. There's people who worship Goddess. And even here on earth, there's some people who worship Goddess. Not everyone worships Goddess here on earth, but some people worship Goddess here on earth. And so because some people worship Goddess here on earth, we can say that the goddess religion is a universal religion because she is worshipped here. Not by everyone, but she is meant to be worshipped by everyone. And in fact, the goddess should be worshipped by everyone, and she should be worshipped here on earth. And it's unfortunate that she's not, but she loves us all. She loves all of her children, and she wants to be worshipped here on earth. So we know the goddess wants to be worshipped, but we don't know how to worship her or what we should say to her. So what we should say is, what we should say is, Goddess, we love you, and we want to worship you, and we want to recognize that you created us. That's basically what we mean by worship. We want her to recognize that she created us and that she is in charge in this universe, even though we think that we're in control, that we're the ones in charge. She is in charge in this universe. And so how do we know that goddess is in control in this universe? Well, the goddess is definitely not recognized here on earth like she should be. But that is how we know that the goddess is in charge, that she's in control, because she's not known. She's not known by so many people here on earth, and people here on earth are not very enlightened. Therefore, people don't know her because they're not enlightened. See what I'm saying? She's not known because she is the one. She is the one, and therefore she is not known by unenlightened people. Only enlightened people worship Goddess. So we want to be enlightened people, and we want to worship the Goddess, but we don't know where she's worshipped or how to worship her. So we should pray to her and tell her that we love her and tell her that we'll always love her. And that's how we should worship her. We should, by praying to her and telling her that we love her. We love you, Goddess. We love you. That's how to worship her. And yes, she is worshipped universally. She is worshipped everywhere in the universe. Even here on earth, she's worshipped by some people. So the more advanced alien races that worship her almost exclusively are our models. There are just our models for behavior. We want to aspire to what the alien races have done as far as worshiping Goddess. And so, does this mean that women are superior to men? No, it doesn't mean that women are superior to men. Women can be quite inferior, in fact, to men on occasion, but men and women are equals. So men and women are equals in Goddess's sight, but Goddess is definitely female. And we should recognize that fact and celebrate that fact. We should celebrate her and worship her in a celebratory manner. We should celebrate Goddess and worship her universally. And someday she will be worshipped universally by everyone on earth. Everyone on earth will know that Goddess is her. Goddess is she. Goddess is real. Everyone will know that. So it's only a matter of time before she's worshipped universally here on earth. And her religion is a religion for all people, because she is the one. She is the one that created us, and she is the one that gave birth to us. So she is the one, and we should respect her for that. I'm Sarah Jane Alpha Wolf signing off. Have a great week and keep up your purification diets. Don't forget.